Good Tuesday morning. It's the main event. I'm your humble host, Stephen McCollum. And of course, you know him as 17-year NFL veteran, 3-time Super Bowl champion for your Dallas Cowboys. And two things. He's really happy because he'd be tired of training camp by now. He'd be worn out already. Even though 26 teams are reporting today, he'd already be tired of it coming up here. And then number two, folks, he's getting ready for SummerSlam for this weekend for WWE. Folks, he's been invited over. He's ready to come. He said he's not going to be there, but we're going to get ready for him anyway to celebrate the Hellestrays at the McCollum house this weekend for SummerSlam.
Really?
Dale Hellestray's in the house, everybody.
Where is SummerSlam this year?
My house for you.
Yeah, but
Yeah, Indianapolis.
Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Why aren't you there? Why aren't you taking your son and skedaddling up there
Indianapolis
for the
is
day?
too far to travel for something like that.
2.5 hour plane flight.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you seen plane prices lately? And we didn't plan good enough. We didn't plan far enough in advance.
You didn't?
Kind of snuck up on us a little bit, Dale.
I think that you talk a good game. You guys won't even be watching this on Saturday.
Oh, I disagree with you 1,000%. We'll have it on.
You're gonna watch that. You're gonna watch the fight game.
Yeah, we can do both.
No, you can't.
Oh, we have hallway TVs. We can do whatever we want to. Don't dispute the hallway TVs that we're dealing with out there. Dale, how you doing today? How was your yesterday of just relaxation after having the grandkids on Sunday? Was it a need a nap day, recovery day, or what?
It was a get our security system updated.
Oh, did you get that done?
The guy came over. And,
Well, really quick, that was your emergency last week when you got all distracted and you had to take off.
yes.
His emergency alarm wouldn't shut off, and they couldn't figure out how to work it.
My wife was actually trying to get into the house, and you couldn't tell if the security system was armed or disarmed.
But you can still go in the house, right?
Yeah, but if you go in and you can't turn it off, then you're in trouble.
Then the police show up, guns out. In your neighborhood, they show up. And then the police go, oh, white people, we're safe.
Yeah.
We're safe, everybody.
Wow. That's the McCollum S-Mac 500.
That's right. No, folks. That's where Dale lives. That
sure.
neighborhood. Dale's not that way. I'm just talking about the neighborhood.
I'm sure if you want to go down that road, they come out with new dolls that Steve's probably all for. And talk about that in the business report.
I did not talk about the dolls.
You didn't? Okay.
No.
No, but so and we had like 3 or 4 of our batteries were low battery, and I couldn't figure out how to undo them, and I didn't want to break them.
He lives in a fortress, folks. What happens when you're a Dallas Cowboy? You got to live in a fortress.
I don't know about that.
I know. I just like to blame it on that, though.
I remember you walk around the house going, "Wow, this thing's kind of small for up here in Moon Valley."
Yeah, actually, I'm kind of disappointed in the size of your house.
Yeah,
I expected for me to get to your outside to your front door. I expected to have a one of those a scooter or something to get on with the distance between the two. Like 5 steps. Boom, I was there. I was ruining grass in a matter of seconds.
You ruined the grass. You ruined my couch.
No, that couch. Couch was a little uncomfortable. I think my back still hurts from it. Need to upgrade that thing.
It's interesting, though. You've been to my house and spent the evening there and ate my food and drank my drink.
Well, it wasn't for you either. It was for your lovely bride.
And I haven't been invited to your house.
You again, this weekend, Saturday. Saturday, you can be at our house. I'm sorry, Sunday, you can be at our house.
Come over Saturday. We won't be there.
Yeah, I forgot. Sunday. First, I get confused because this. Oh yeah, I thought it was a 2-dayer. Ethan gave me the wrong info. It's a 2-dayer, so you can come Saturday or Sunday, Dale. You can catch one of them this weekend. You're invited. Let me know.
2 days of silly wrestling.
How is it different
2 days
than the World Cup? How is it different from you're about to sit down on Thursday nights, Friday nights, Saturday nights, Sunday nights, Monday nights? You're about to sit down those nights to sit down and watch a silly football game. that's rigged by the referees, folks, and the NFL and the college football. You're about to sit down and just mindlessly watch games. Literally, you're 20 days away from that. And you're throwing a fit about a 2-day wrestling event? Really? How's it any different? What's the difference?
Don't forget the occasional Wednesday, and
I
I think there's a Tuesday.
I left 2 games out for 2 days off for a reason. But still, you're about to do that. What's the difference? It's like remember when like Ethan does it all the time, or he'll watch somebody playing video games on YouTube, you know?
Oh.
And it's like, and at first I was like, well, that's stupid. Who wants to do that? And then I realized that's what I'm doing, watching football or basketball or baseball. I'm just sitting down watching other people play something. Like, there's no difference.
Ooh.
No difference at all.
Ooh.
No, Dale, don't be a city dude. You're just
Ooh.
here's the deal.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is, the stuff you watch on TV, whether it be the World Cup or football or baseball, basketball, you can't do that. You can sit down and play a video game.
No, that is true. I can't play NFL football, right? Yeah, that is true. I can sit down and do it. Yeah, so we're launching a new website here. We're in the process of putting it together and everything. TMEmediaaz.com. We've had it for a while. We've been working on it. And we're going to set up a gaming side of it as well. So like Ethan's streaming, I'm going to set up a streaming channel. We're going to have some battles on that together and stuff, like a couple nights a week. It's going to be fun, Dale. We'll get guests on, like Dale Hillestray to come on. We're going to get racing rigs, I think, so we can do like NASCAR racing and IndyCar games. And like rigs meaning like you sit down in a, a thing and drive like you do outside. It's going to be fun, Dale. It's going to be fun. We're doing it.
Oh.
We're doing it, and you can come over and drive. You can come over and race with me.
Wow,
Did you think you can beat a NASCAR guy?
Oh, I've never said that.
No, you haven't.
Number one, I can't get in the car.
Yeah, you climb me through the window.
Yeah.
That's not as easy as you think it is, folks.
I'm not even thinking about it.
So that's how you did yesterday with the alarm, huh?
Alarm, so everything's working. So now try and break in.
Well, now the alarm's just going to go off.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about alarms and cameras are, oh, great. So we can watch them break in and run off with the stuff instead of before you didn't know till you got back home. That's actually one of my fun stories to tell people. Like I worked for Sherwin-Williams early in my life and everything. And my first like store that I worked at, like I ran, it was out in Glendale, 59th Avenue in Northern. And it was when that mall was out there. And then they filmed that movie, 8-Legged Freaks, with David Arquette. And we supplied the paint for that movie. So I got to go there. They were filming it at night and stuff. But anyway, now it's a Lowe's where it's at. But I digress. That was that early on. I got to be around a movie set. It was so fun for me, and paint and stuff like that to supply the black paint. And it was beautiful. I loved it. But I digress. And the movie was kind of stupid, but I enjoyed it because
what was it called?
8-Legged Freaks, where giant spiders attack. Yeah. Filmed there at 59th Avenue in Northern, where the Lowe's is now. But anyway, I digress.
Yeah.
Every couple weeks, we'd show up to work, and the store would be broken into.
Really?
Like they'd break a window and get into it.
What would they steal? Paintbrushes?
They were looking for money. But, at most, there was like $200 in there. One time, somebody put a rope around the safe that was in there. This was like a heavy safe, folks. Like, you cannot move it. And they obviously hooked it up to the back of a truck because a bumper was left behind. So they tried dragging the safe out with
really?
it. It wouldn't move. But then the company went, you know what we need? We know what we need? We need cameras at this place. So then they installed cameras. Then, Dale, instead of waking up in the morning, driving to work, and then working while they're replacing the glass and stuff, I'm getting calls at 1 a.m. that somebody broke in. And I'm living in Ahwatukee at this time. So it's not like it's a quick drive over there.
Right.
And everything. And then my assistant at the time lived even farther away. So instead of showing up to work and realizing we got broken into and dealing with it, you had to get up at midnight, 1 a.m, drive down there, deal with it, then drive home, and then drive back again for work. It was stupid. I hated those cameras. Because I was like, can we just go back to where I show up and it's broken so I don't have to deal with it at 2 a.m?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. So anyway, that's my camera. So you can just watch people.
So you had the good with the bad. You got to go see 8-Legged Freaks.
I got to see him film it. Yeah, like when you watch that movie, by the way, it's called Valley West Mall. I couldn't remember the name of it. Robert chimes in on that. He goes, That takes me back.
Wow.
So they were going to tear it down, so they filmed this movie there. And if you watch the movie, like a lot of there's like a lot of black around there and stuff inside that mold, that they're in and everything. Yeah, that's all. It's all shiny, bright, shiny paint, but on the camera it looks matte black. It's cool how that stuff works. I'm fascinated by that stuff and how it works and what they do and stuff like that. Yeah, I used to go over with several 100 gallons of shiny black paint that they would just paint out every night between takes. They just paint it out and stuff. And
really?
Scuffs happen and everything. Yeah.
Huh.
So, yeah, I didn't get to meet the great David Arquette, though.
You did or didn't?
I didn't. I can't stand him. No, they filmed at night, so we worked with them during the day, leading up. I got to work with the set designer guys and everything for colors and stuff like that. It's actually kind of fun for a 21-year-old kid.
You guys
who
didn't
likes
become
movies.
the official painter of
of that movie.
Yeah.
Of that movie. Well, I did. It's not like it was like a deal with anybody or anything.
Did you get your name on the credits?
No, nothing.
No?
Slackers. I tried. Just kidding.
Did you spell McCollum?
I do. I do remember, though, the neighborhood was all up in arms, so they'd have explosions and stuff at like 2 in the morning. And they had a permit, but people would like call the police.
Yeah.
That there were big explosions happening and stuff like that, like 2, 3 in the morning. I'd always hear those stories.
That's crazy.
This bomb's going off. It's just a movie being filmed. Relax. But that was mine. Yesterday, Dale, just relaxed yesterday. We went and did some charity stuff yesterday. We went back to that Feed My Starving Children and packaged up some packets of food for wherever they ship them to and everything. So that's what we did yesterday.
Did you guys win?
No. It was a small group there. Autumn, 2 of her boys, Thomas and Joshua, went. Then Ireland and me went. Ethan didn't go.
Why didn't Ethan go?
Because he doesn't. He said, "Screw those kids," I think is what Ethan
Wow.
said.
Wow.
Ethan's like, no, in our ears. He's going, no. We got to get a mic for Ethan so he can defend himself. He did not say that, folks. I'm kidding. So we went over there and, hour and a half session, 4:45, 6:15. I was the sealer. I'm the master sealer of the bags. They hand them to me and I heat sink them. It's beautiful. So we did that yesterday afternoon. It was good. It was fun. I'm sore today though. Man, holding all those bags and sealing them kind of wore me out. But no, my point is we only had one full table. You've been there before. So They have 4 stations where 4 different groups put bags together. So that's one table, for instance. Right. And on our table, it was only our little small group. Okay. They did 40 boxes. Those 4 groups did, so about 10 a group. We did 9. And it's not just us. We had another family with us with 3 boys that were struggling a little bit and not going as fast, right. And things like that. But we did 9. So we almost kept pace with the people that had a lot of people there. Okay. Yeah, so it was fun. We did that yesterday. Recommend that. Do some charity work. Makes your heart, makes you feel better about yourself.
Makes you feel bad about all those bad things that Steve does.
Yeah, and then I went home and did some dastardly stuff.
You got in a fight.
Yeah. What I'm going to be saying this weekend, watching SummerSlam. I had to go do some charity stuff this week.
So who's the headliner?
That one guy.
See, you're not even. You don't even know.
Don't forget that one. Don't forget that other guy. Yeah, that's the thing. Is Brock Lesnar? I know he retired during WrestleMania, and I told you guys, I'm convinced he retired on his own. Like he changed the script and retired, because WWE was going through some layoffs and asking their superstars to take pay cuts at the time and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure, like in WrestleMania, he finished his match. He literally threw up the X. You can see it. Which anytime a referee or somebody throws up an X in the thing, that means they're going off script. And he just retired right there in the middle of WrestleMania. We were all like, "What?" Because the rumor's always been he's going to retire during SummerSlam. Okay. Then like 2 weeks later, a week later, he's back, and I'm like, "Oh, WWE threw some money that way. Like, nah, what'll it take to keep you through that?" So is this going to be Brock's last match officially this weekend is the big question. We're going to lose Brock Lesnar,
I thought you had a strict policy if you can only retire once.
Unless you get paid a crap ton of money to stay. No, you can go back. What I don't like is he didn't publicly hold the WWE hostage and stuff like that. They probably just worked out a deal behind the scenes. What I don't like is I don't know if I'm coming back. The Aaron Rodgers, the Brett Favre stuff. That is stupid, ridiculous. That is, look at me, beg me to come back if you want me back. Beg me. I am the great Aaron Rodgers, and you shall beg me to come back, or else I shall not come back, and I'll show you. Okay, settle down. You can disappear tomorrow. Does anybody remember Brett Favre to this day? I mean, do we all clamor for the Brett Favre-ness? You just retire and we forget about you. I mean,
yes, we always remember. You know, people remember him.
Only reason he's still thought of is because he ripped off all those charities in Mississippi, or whatever he did, allegedly. I think the allegedly just got me out of trouble for saying that. Allegedly.
Better check your phone.
No, I said allegedly. You can't sue me now. Allegedly.
They called me up on the court stand.
You heard me say allegedly.
All I heard was Brett Favre stole.
You heard me say allegedly. I think Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, aren't they doing something this weekend as well? I do believe.
Seth Rollins, isn't he like Saturday Night Live guy?
Seth freaking Rollins. No. He's married to Becky Lynch.
That's the coach of San Antonio Spurs.
So anyway, Dale's invited over. He won't come.
And you're telling me it's going to be like 3 hours on Saturday and then 3 hours on Sunday?
Might be 4. Yeah. And then 3 p.m. you can watch Countdown to SummerSlam. 6 p.m. the main event coverage begins. 10 p.m. you can watch the post-show coverage as well, Dale. Yeah. Same thing on Sunday. You can do that if you want to.
That's like saying, okay, let's have 2 Super Bowls. We'll play one on Saturday, one on Sunday.
This is what you'll see on Saturday. CM Punk, Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship.
Is it a diss if you're on the Saturday card versus Sunday card?
No. It used to be that way, but not anymore.
Okay.
They try to make it like even. But CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, that's going to be a pretty phenomenal match. Liv Morgan, Io Sky, Io Sky. You don't want to miss Liv Morgan. Phenomenal wrestler. She is. Dale, I'm just telling you, you don't want to miss Liv Morgan. Phenomenal wrestling abilities.
Really?
For her, yeah. Then you got the Hell in a Cell match. That's Femi and Brock Lesnar. Oh, two big dudes going at it in the ring. Oh my God. It's gonna be phenomenal. Giants just doing unbelievable things with muscular things that you can only dream of doing. Gunther and Aldis battling it out, which I'm not a Gunther fan. I just wish that would go away as well. There's a 6-team tag team match on Saturday, Dale. LA Knight, Solo, Keys. Then you got Fatu and the Usos battling it out there in that 6-man, 6-woman tag team match as well. That's the Bella Twins, from here in Arizona, from Phoenix area. The Bella Twins and Paige go up against Fatal Influence. I believe, Ethan, that's Becky's squad, right? I don't know. Oh, it's not. I'm wrong on that. Okay. And then on Sunday, you got Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. That's the World Heavyweight Championship there as well. You got the interim WWE Women's Championship ladder match. Jade Cargill, Charlotte Flair, Chelsea Green, Tiffany Stratton. And Tiffany Stratton's one of those, Dale, that you just don't want to miss her wrestling. She's so phenomenal at wrestling, you just don't want to miss it.
Well, I'm looking at this Liv Morgan. Looks like she's about 18. 5'3".
They're all except for Charlotte Flair's tall. Jade Cargill's kind of tall, but generally they're shorter ladies. Yes. Okay.
Her real name is Gianna Jean Daddio.
Yeah, and who cares? Why do you think she changed it to Liv? You got Penta, Chad Gable this weekend. Trick Williams, whoop that trick. You can chant that at the house, Dale, with us. Versus Baron Corbin, who's back in WWE. If you guys missed that one, he's back. Danhausen versus Dominic Mysterio, which, all right, whatever. And then you got the number 1 contenders match, Finn Balor and Sami Zayn for the undisputed WWE
Wow.
Championship #1 contender match.
Wow.
Dale, excitement galore, and
Steve, I'm
you're gonna
sorry.
miss out.
What time does it start?
Whenever you show up, we can start it when you show up.
I think I have a Brazilian wax that afternoon.
You just don't. Oh, Penta versus Gable. I didn't mention that one. You don't know what you're missing out on, man. It's gonna be fun. No, wait. It's not Indianapolis. Minneapolis is where it's at, right? Did I say Indianapolis earlier?
You said
Oh, it's Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
Yeah, it's in Minnesota.
Okay.
Sorry, I was wrong on that. I misspoke. I got Indianapolis on my mind for.
Where are the Vikings going to go?
I've been reading a lot about Kyler Murray and how Vikings fans are. Yeah,
Is he dominating?
there are Vikings fans that I know on my feed and stuff like that, and they've been on my feed for a long time and stuff, and they keep laughing at the Cardinals quarterback situation, and I'm just like, dude, you guys have Kyler Murray. Settle down. You took the Green Bay Packers reject and Brett Favre at one time. Now you're taking the Cardinals reject and come on, settle down, Vikings. Settle down. That being said, you're going to win 10 or 11 games, and then your heart's just going to get ripped out. Ripped out.
In the playoffs? In the playoffs,
It's going to be
Steve?
amazing. I can't wait. I can't wait to see the Vikings' success this year.
I've never seen somebody hate like an entire city. And I don't know why. You've never spent any time there.
I've spent time there.
You've been
No,
there.
the people are very nice. Okay, no, it goes back to the Dallas Cowboys. Well, Cowboys fans are kind of a-holes in Dallas as well. They can be a little bit. But generally, the closer you are to the home city, the nicer the people are. Like Minnesota people, I've been there and I've worn Cardinals. I had a nice white Cardinals long sleeve shirt when the Cardinals played there one year. And I had just a little Cardinal logo on the front. I wasn't like in front of it, and that's all I did. I walked around with that. People were inviting us to their tailgate to eat food, and I was like, do I owe you anything? They're like, no, it's on. You could just have a good time. They were all friendly and nice there. And then you fly back to Phoenix, and I've yet to meet a nice Vikings fan out here. They're all just Minnesota a-holes. I think it's because the nice people in Minnesota kicked all the jerks out and told them to go someplace else.
Ooh, that might be your first good idea.
Same thing with Steelers fans, by the way. Cowboys fans here are way worse than Cowboys fans in Dallas. Now, in Dallas, they can be a little pretentious as well. Don't get me wrong. But they're worse out here than they are there. It's just there's something about the farther you get away from the team you support, the more of a jerk you are. I don't know what it is. And I judge all of Minnesota because of the a-holes that I have to deal with. There were a couple that actually used to call Radio Ron, the boss at the station, and demand I be fired because their city is just basically a giant porta potty, and they didn't like me saying that.
The whole thing about all this that you're talking about, my only question was, you're a Cardinal season ticket holder. So you watching their 8 home games back then wasn't enough. You had to go to Minnesota. You had to go on a road trip to see them lose again.
I watched Brett Favre sail a pass so far over his receiver's head, and the Cardinals intercepted it in person that I was like, wow, that looks even more spectacular in person than it does on TV when he does that. I can't remember remember the receiver that always had migraines all the time? Like, really talented, super talented receiver, but he missed a ton of games because he always had migraines, and there was that receiver. Cut the route short, and Brett Favre threw it about 10 yards over his head. And I was like, what? No, actually, you want to know why I was there for that one? I'll actually tell you why. I think it was the first time Larry Fitzgerald was playing a home game, and I was invited. Let's just leave it at that.
Playing a home game, you mean?
Playing back where he's from. Sorry, yeah. Going back,
Okay.
going back home
Okay.
to Minnesota. Yeah.
Boy, it's just, you bitch and moan about driving 45 minutes to the stadium on Sundays.
Dale, we landed. It was the old stadium, too. It wasn't the new one.
And now you fly 3 hours to get to Minneapolis.
It was the old stadium, not the new one. So I haven't seen the new one. But, no, you land in Minneapolis. I'll never forget. Just the beauty of Minneapolis after I landed at the airport and I go get on the train. They're like, just take the train downtown. Take the train to the stadium. And we were staying at a hotel right across from the stadium. I'm like, cool, I'll hop on that train. Hop on the train, Dale. First thing I experience is this dude all hopped up on whatever he's hopped up on, yelling at himself and slapping himself in the face. And he's taking elbows and hitting the windows of the train and everything. And everybody's like trying to get away from him. And I'm like, Minnesota. First thing I experienced, my first time stepping into Minneapolis, some tweaked out loser on the train. No security around, no nothing. Everybody's trying to get away from this guy. And then the doors open. He just walks off like nothing happened. He's just like, all right, everybody, see you later. And just walks off the train like nothing happens. And you're just looking at him like, I'm like, beautiful Minneapolis, Minnesota. Welcome. I am home. I found my new home.
You wasn't getting psyched up for the game or something?
No, it was like a Thursday night or Friday night after I landed. I think it was Friday night. And I landed. It was so stupid. I was like, and I'm literally like, well, welcome to Minneapolis. Cool.
Oh, Steve. You know how to attract them.
Autumn says, we would have had more without those ridiculous kids scooping the ingredients. Get with it, kids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, at the place yesterday. I mean, they were learning.
There's definitely a rhythm and a better way to do things there.
Well, they were like getting it everywhere, and
Yeah.
they were scooping it. But then also they were doing the bags heavy or light.
Yes.
Like there was no consistency. So Ireland and then one of their other kids was weighing it. So he kept having to scoop stuff in or scoop stuff out and
Right.
all that. So it was like, oh. So then we get into a rhythm and then something would happen and stuff like that. I mean, they were doing their best. I'm not knocking them, but
Yeah, you are.
freaking kids.
Stupid kids. Not knocking them.
Robert says, isn't you working with the elderly charity work? Yes, it is. My back hurts today, too. Like carrying Dale yesterday all day just made my back hurt today.
The weather, my body was
Seriously.
hurting all weekend long. It feels a little better this morning.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, because I woke up this morning and dude, it's funny. Like, these are, I don't even know how much these bags weigh, but they're tiny bags of food.
No, but you're standing in a certain position.
But you're grabbing them, you're doing it, you're tossing it to the kid bagging it, and everything, and you just repeated motions that you're not
Yeah.
used to doing and everything. That and then the weather for me, actually, that's when my back gets all set up. Was as soon as I saw the rain, I was like, oh, now I know why I feel like this. Now I know why my body's like this and stuff like that. But yeah, it's like, oh my god, what a wuss am I? That these little tiny bags, I was just sealing them, and I can't move today.
I would have thought your son would step up and say, you're not a wuss, Dad. But that was very quiet on the other side of the
he
wall.
makes fun of me too.
Yeah.
He makes fun of me too.
No, I do understand because you're standing there and you're blowing and going for an hour.
Yeah,
Or 50 minutes or whatever,
Yeah, whatever.
however
How
long
long
that is.
Yeah, it's 50 to an hour. Yeah.
And when you're the bagger, at least when we did it, we had people on both sides.
Yeah.
So bags were coming from both ways. And if you didn't get the exact seal, then now suddenly there's 4 bags there. And
Yeah. Well, last time we did, first time I was the sealer. They were just back, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't keep up. This is not, slow down, slow down. This time I was like waiting in between. Every once in a while, I get 2 bags at the same time, and I'd be like, oh, action. I'm an expert. I only messed up a couple of them. Where you do them crooked or something,
Yeah.
or you fold, like one of the corners gets folded down, and you do it so there's this little lip in it or something, and you're like, whatever.
And they are very strict.
I wonder how many bags they go through in the boxes where they go, you got to take this one out.
All right, they put a little code on the bottom. Like, yeah, McCollum family. Those idiots, they're not coming back.
Well, the best part was I'm sitting there envisioning, because they have pictures of, kids that they send it to in these other countries and stuff. And I'm not making fun of them, but I'm just sitting there like in my mind being like, they're going to open up this box, and they're going to get it back, and they're going to go, the F is this?
Yeah, how come it's all rice?
What's this? They just throw it on the ground and walk off in disgust because of the way we packed it. It's just like having fun with that in my mind as I'm doing it yesterday. But it was good, man. Robert says, FYI, Dale's younger than me. So there you go. He was making fun of you.
Yeah, well,
being older than you.
No, I fully feel the effects because I've been there, the football team and with our family.
Yeah, they do those big groups and everything.
But I mean, it's like take your shoes off, take your socks, and put these on, put those
Oh,
on.
you don't have to do that anymore. It's just gloves.
I don't think it was shoes, but it was gloves. It was take everything out of your pockets.
And here's the thing: they don't. All they have are large gloves, and I know this. And like to get to the bigger size, like they keep them like behind lock and key. So I'm like, I got to be the sealer because then I don't have to ask for the gloves and go through that hassle. Because one time I wasn't the sealer; I was the guy that holds the bag underneath while they dump it in there. And it took me 10 minutes to find somebody that could find me the larger gloves because large gloves like don't even go over my fingers. So that's why I was like, I got to be the sealer because then I don't have to go through all that stuff and everything. Like I was like going through like hyperventilating going in, like let me be the sealer. Let me be the sealer.
Well, you're the boss of them.
I don't want to cause problems. But it was a good time yesterday, helping charity out. It's always fun to do that stuff. We'll go back a couple more times here as school's starting and everything.
Well, I demand the next time that Ethan joins you guys.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
Blacker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it usually goes on
or make him eat rice till he does it.
It's fun. It's a good time, and it's like I said, I could live without the sad stories afterwards and stuff, making you feel like good for what you look. Yeah. I did my job. I don't need all this stuff afterwards. It's fun. It's fun to do, and I'd rather do that. I mean, there's a lot of charities to choose from, right? We always highlight Lou San Xavier down south in Tucson, and Bruce Cooper, of course, with what he does. I just forgot the name of it over here downtown, and I just
he does St. Mary's Food Bank.
Thank you. All that stuff. Like, there's a lot you could choose from and everything to go with, and it's just just a few hours, 4:45 to 6:15, and you're done.
Right.
You can't beat that.
I mean, you're sitting around until you get in there, and then once you get in there, I mean, it's blow and go.
I know, they kind of like lull you to sleep with all the videos you got to watch. Yes. And the video is full of crap, by the way. Like none of it's factual. When you get in there, it doesn't work that way. You need to update that video. I'm going to call them out there. But it's a lot of fun. It's
a good cause. We went with our families, so there was Scott and Alex, Kendall, and it turned into a competition.
And you guys are competitive.
Yeah, they wanted to have the most. And
we knew we were to do. I was telling everybody, I was like, we're gonna have the best looking boxes because we were just at a disadvantage. We didn't have. We had a quarter of the people the other guys had, but they did 40 total. Like I said, 10 per thing, and we had 9.
Yeah, so you were close.
We were right there with less people, and
Well, I'm betting that Autumn probably picked up her slack and your slack.
She was the bag. She was the one that held the bag underneath the funnel.
Yeah.
While their kids were.
And that's probably the most highly sought after position.
Is it? Oh, I think it's.
It's the most important.
Oh, is that it? Because you got to hold the bag underneath there, open it up. I can't open grocery bags, man. I'm always like holding like Ireland to go to the store with me when I'm trying to get like vegetables, those plastic. And I'm like, can you open this for me? I can't slide them and open them. They don't open for me.
I've done that at Circle K when I go get Monsters or whatever, and you got to go to self-serve.
And you do the bag, and you can't open the bags, right?
I'm standing there, there's people behind me. I'm like, I can't get the bag.
You struggle with it for fun. And finally you're just like, can somebody open this dang thing for me? Yeah, it's ridiculous. So you don't want me doing that, because I'll just sit there for 5 minutes trying to open this.
Meanwhile, you got 12 things waiting for you.
They're just waiting to scoop. So that's what we did yesterday. It was kind of fun. I woke up to the rain and lightning and thunder this morning and everything. So all part of the fun out there as well, Dale. But we'll get more into SummerSlam as the week goes on. We'll keep putting pressure on Dale to actually accept one of my invites one of these times. I'm about to start remodeling the house. I'm going to have carpet people come over soon to get I need new flooring downstairs. I need new flooring throughout the whole house, upstairs and my stairs and stuff. But downstairs, I have carpet and everything else is tile down there, except for like when you walk in. I need to get all that done. I need to get painted inside.
Wow.
It's about to all start coming.
Well, I'll wait until everything gets done.
Remodel. I knew you were going to say that. My point is, you should come over before all that starts.
All I want to see is a room where you got all your valuables
Oh,
that are thrown in a corner.
It's right down. It's not. Oh, I got news for you, Dale. They're not thrown in a corner. No, they're everywhere in that room. You can't even walk. You open that door and you can't even walk in that room, Dale. It's so stacked with stuff. And so my daughter, Ireland, wants to make that like her craft room, like her sewing machine and stuff down there. So she can have, because we have the gaming room and then she wants that room. So she went down there and started cleaning it out. So she starts taking stuff out of the room and like stacking it in the hallway there against the wall. So that's where it's been moved to. It's been there for like a month now and everything. So I'm like, oh, we got to go through and see what we can give away. Like her old softball, like her bats and her ball, we can give those to somebody that needs them or something, and it's just like, and it just sits there now. We just walk by it every day when we walk in the house.
Well, Ethan's got all afternoon. He could start rearranging
that.
If
we leave here early on the days we don't stay here late for recording other stuff and things, when we leave here early, he's doing stuff at home. And then he plays video games, but he's doing stuff at home too.
He's not getting ready for Mesa Community College?
No, it doesn't start till like August 26th or something like that.
I mean, when
16th? Yeah, 25th. So he's got a month still.
I mean, when I was at SMU, they'd send me books home to read.
Well, that's because you're a football player. Those were called playbooks, Dale.
That's right.
Those are called playbooks. Yeah, exactly. I got a block to the right here.
I don't know what that had to do with the counting.
Joe's like, I wish they'd stop sending me these stupid books. I mean, Tail, it's your blocking schemes. Nowadays, they just send you a file on an iPad or something, right? That's what you do, or you log in and have to access it at that point. It's just amazing how technology's changed out there. Autumn says Dale is right. It's the highest level of responsibility, and frankly, all the other jobs pale in comparison. What's she talking about? Me taking care of Dale over here?
No, her who were doing the job. She had texted me and said it was a one-woman operation. She carries you guys.
She opened a bag and held it under the funnel, and then handed it.
You've already said you can't open a bag.
No, I wouldn't have been able to. Yeah. Robert says I think Autumn just tore her rotator cuff, patting herself on the back. I mean, he didn't say patting himself on the back. I'm adding that onto that. He just says he thinks he tore a rotator cuff. But it's a good time. It's a fun time. And it was good. I mean, Autumn and her two sons came along as well. They were warehousers, so they were the packers of the bags, the boxes and stuff. Yeah. But it's fun. Yeah. So me and Ireland are going to go back later on the week again. So who wants to tag along, Dale? You want to tag along to that?
No, I want to go with somebody who wants to win. I don't want to go. I'll go with Autumn, but you and Dale, your daughter are going to go, and you'll have.
Dale, there's nothing I could do. When I was the sealer, there was nothing I could do. I was at the mercy of the baggers. I could cheer them on. I could clap. I couldn't do anything else. I was at the mercy of their speed.
How about let's go? Yeah. Let's go.
Let's go, you little S's.
I didn't necessarily say that.
I'll yell it. Morale's not going to improve. The beatings will continue if morale does not improve. Let's go, kids.
I think maybe you should start doing training camp. Get ready for it.
I need to because I'm a little bit sore today. I'm not going to lie to you. A little bit sore out there is what I am as well. So, fun times. Hey, did you notice this yesterday? I was reading into this yesterday and I made a specific note. Because I mentioned yesterday with the Michael Lombardi being suspended. And I go, shenanigans are afoot around that, North Carolina. I phrased it a different way yesterday. And then the rumor yesterday was, and it's not a rumor, it's true, he was suspended because of a complaint within the offices.
Yeah.
And I told you, I said, okay, I just have a feeling North Carolina, because we went through this at Arizona State. You bring in some NFL guys, they want to operate not the way they should, right? They want to do it their way. And you break some rules or whatever. The University of North Carolina football team is being investigated by the College Sports Commission. That's the group that handles compliance, enforcement with NIL rules. You have to go through them if you have an NIL deal and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's bigger than he didn't. What I'm wondering is, and I'm not saying he didn't do something to somebody in the sports office. I'm not saying that didn't happen because I don't know, but it's very possible they used that excuse to cover up the other infractions that are coming down the line.
Huh. Yeah, because when you're meeting with HR, I would not think that is an NIL issue.
But you use that situation as the cover to hide the other nonsense happening around the program on the NIL side and stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. I want to be careful there. I'm not saying they made it up or anything. A complaint was filed against him. And from what I heard, it's pretty serious charges as well. But did you notice how that's what they focused on why you were suspended, and then you find out these investigations are going on the other side?
Right. Well, it's interesting that's going on in North Carolina, and then I wake up this morning and see where Ohio State's putting a little patch on their jerseys and getting $17 million.
This is what's interesting. Big 12 signed a deal with Monster Energy, right? They announced that on their day. But it's for the whole, so everybody's going to have Monster Energy on their fields, on their courts, and on their uniforms.
Right.
The conference signed the deal. And Ohio State went, F you, Big Ten. We're doing this by ourselves.
Yeah.
The Chase logo ain't too bad. It's just that little square thing.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
And it looked like, the colors of Ohio State.
Yes, they're blending it in.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be like Monster, that neon green. It's going to look weird on a maroon jersey. But I find that interesting. Well, North Carolina's problem. I mean, North Carolina is going to go through what we went through with Herm Edwards and that group. It just you hired them to come in to run it like an NFL program and things to that effect, and it's going to be a struggle. We found that out here,
right?
And they're going to find out the same thing in North Carolina.
I guess the only thing was they were doing this before there was NIL here at ASU.
Well, yes. But what I'm getting at is this will be example number 2 of trying to change the system of it not working out, is what I'm getting. I know it's different situations and, and I'm not saying they're doing that, but, I'm not saying they're doing what Herm Edwards and who's that dude that went to the Raiders and the old linebacker in the NFL. I just forgot his name. Antonio Pierce, thank you. I'm not saying they're going to go to that level of recruiting and stuff like that, but I mean, here's the other side of it. They're not getting recruits. This is year 2. The expectation was you sign Bill Belichick, every kid in the nation is going to want to go there. I think they got a couple high-end tight ends this year, but other than that, nobody wants to go there.
Yeah, I would not say that. What's that, Chapel Hill, North Carolina?
Chapel Hill.
Go there for basketball. I guess now baseball.
I was going to say, I'm not even sure basketball is the number 1 school anymore, right, with the way that they play. But I don't know. I just found it interesting that I kind of was like making fun of that yesterday, and then last night I'm reading stuff behind it as well. So here's the breakdown on that Ohio State thing you brought up, because this is fascinating to me. This is where you got to wonder, Big 12 doing the deal with Monster Energy or individual schools making their own deals. Remember, the Big 12 schools will get about $1 million per year, each school, from that Monster deal. Jersey patches, logo on the football fields, logo on the basketball court as well, and on the basketball jersey. Ohio State, with their Chase deal, $17 million.
Yeah.
To themselves. That's across all sports.
And it didn't, at least I didn't see in the article anything about how it's going to be on the football field or on the basketball court.
From what I read, it's just a jersey patch deal is all it is. There's nothing else. Now, Ohio State's a bigger entity than most Big 12 schools, so they're going to make more per deal. But my question is this. Can an Arizona State, can a Texas Tech, can a Houston, can they make more than $1 million a year signing their own deal for a jersey patch and or a deal on that? I would argue yes. Utah, I would argue yes. BYU, I would argue they could probably make more than $1 million if they made their own deal.
Well, is there a limit to how many patches you can have on your jersey?
That's a good question. Did Monster Energy say we're the only person you can do this with?
I would have a feeling that they did.
Yeah, you all of a sudden, like, the football field is nothing but logos up and down the field.
You look like a NASCAR race car.
Yeah. Yeah, with all the logos on it as it goes down. This is fascinating what's happening with college football. Here's the other side. North Carolina's about to report. Now they have all this turmoil around their program right before their camp starts. I think they might be the first college football game. They're playing TCU in Dublin, Ireland. And if it's not the first game, it's one of the first games. But it's definitely the most high-profile game to start the season. And you got all this turmoil. I bet you they can't wait to get on a plane and get to Ireland. Get to that media over there with everything here as well. So college football stuff there. I mean, we're getting ready. Everybody's getting ready to report. Arizona Wildcat fans, high expectations on your team this year. It'd be fun to watch kind of what happens down there, good or bad. It'll be fun to watch. I think they're going to have a good year. I just don't know. I know you and Coop have that bet going.
I'm already starting to develop an appetite. Getting used to steak 44. As long as Coop gets that same table.
Someday Dale's going to go like, people are going to go, hey, have you been to Steak 44? And Dale's going to go twice.
Yeah, 2 times.
With Bruce Cooper and Steve McCollum.
Didn't touch my wallet.
I offered to pay. He wouldn't take it. He's such a legend and nice guy. He refused to take it.
Yeah, he said you gave him a half-ass offer. Like, I got $12 on me.
Dude,
I can give to you.
I had a $100 bill.
It was counterfeit.
I'll even say this. I even tried to give it to the waiter without him seeing it and just be like, take this off the bill.
Coop ain't going to allow that.
No, I know. I was like, no, it's already taken care of, sir.
No. You know that retiring for Channel 12.
His people called ahead of time and
yeah, he's
arranged
living,
the payment already.
He's living a life of luxury.
He's like Jerry Seinfeld over there, where just the bill's taken care of. They take care of it ahead of time, so there's no question. That's the legend we're talking about. Bruce Cooper coming up next, folks. Come on back to the main event. We're back here. We're just talking a little high school football with Bruce, with the legend Bruce Cooper, folks, here with us every Tuesday. Appreciate you coming in as always. Good to see you. Always looking good. No Diamondbacks gear on today, folks.
Well, you know, the Diamondbacks have chapped me here.
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah. You know, here they were. They had won 10 of 12. They were like, 6 games over 500.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I'm like, wow, this is going good.
Yes.
Because they took the first game of the series against the Nationals.
Yep.
So the games Saturday and Sunday, second and third games of that series, they had to turn it over to a pair of rookie pitchers, Mitch Bratt and Cole Drake.
Yep.
It didn't go well for either one. They lost those two. So I'm thinking, okay, now we move on. We lost that series. Now we don't even have that tiebreaker against the Nationals when it comes down to it.
Right.
Well, let's go take care of business against the Pirates. Merrill Kelly was throwing an excellent game. I mean, I don't know what his insistence of trying to pick off the runner at first base. That led to a wild pitch runner at third base. They eventually score, and they would not have scored if Merrill hadn't thrown. So it's an unearned run. It's
right.
cut to 2-1. Unfortunately, Loaiza gives up a run in the 8th, back-to-back 2-out doubles. And now we're tied at 2. This is where I started having a problem with the Diamondbacks. Go to extras now. We're in the 10th. You get that ghost runner. Barosa's the ghost runner. Corbin Carroll's at the plate. It's a rocket to third. I mean, right at the third. 1 out, and we still have the runner at second base. Didn't advance.
Right.
Next batter up. Grounder. 2 outs. But then he threw it away. I mean, he threw the ball away. And so now we have runners at second and third.
Make sure you're talking into the mic there, Coop.
You're looking away there. There you go. Keep talking. Keep talking.
So we have runners at second and third.
There you go. 1
out with our best hitter, Gabby Moreno. I mean, Gabby's been terrific this year. I mean, he's been the offensive MVP of this team as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
Second and third, 1 out, Gabby up. I mean, man, him and his pitch. It's an 11-pitch at bat. He just keeps fouling them off. Then he took a called third strike. So it's 2 out. I'm like, oh. Then they intentionally walked Ketel Marte. I don't know why. Marte's been brutal.
Yeah.
And I brought up Max Kepler, who's the hottest hitter going right now. I mean, he actually wound up with 3 hits in the game. He hit a scorcher to center. It's an out. And so the Diamondbacks holding after
right.
that game open. And with that said, I mean, here we see the Pirates. I mean, they score a run with the Diamondbacks bringing the infield in and a scorcher right to first baseman Ildemaro Vargas goes off his glove. Ball game. So now the Diamondbacks are in a two-way tie for that third and final playoff spot with the team that they just lost to, the Pirates, with games 2 and 3 of that series coming up. But I like the fact that Brandon Pfaadt is going again. Brandon Pfaadt's been their best pitcher since going down to the minors and coming back up.
Can't argue there.
And that's saying something.
Right.
Because, I mean, the way that Eduardo Rodriguez has pitched this season, I mean, it's almost an insult to say that someone's been pitching better than him, but Brandon Pfaadt really has. And so we'll see what happens these next couple of games. But, hey, guys, the trade deadline is next Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, so, and obviously we can bounce all around the Diamondbacks. And, Steve and I talked about last week, hey, these two series, you can get some great separation from two teams that are chasing you.
And they didn't.
Or you can let them back in.
Yeah.
And they've done that.
Really quick, throw up the NL wildcard standings while we're talking about the Diamondback standings here. Sorry, Dave.
Okay. Well, so they're tied there. You see the standings. Coop, you're my age, a little bit older, I think. And I wonder if you took it the same way I did. Like when Kyler Murray scrubbed his Instagram of the Cardinal stuff back when he was looking for a contract, I didn't even think anything of it. I didn't even think, oh, that's serious stuff. I don't know if you did or not, because I'm not an Instagram guy, and I don't believe that's how you send messages. But it was true, evidently. What do you make of your boy Ketel Marte?
Well, it's really mystifying to me because, see, the Diamondbacks can't trade Marte without his approval.
Right.
He's a 10-5 guy. So, I mean, I think the situations are entirely different, really. But I don't know the reason for him scrubbing his Instagram. Look, I'm not a social media guy either. I'm like you. I mean, old school. I don't look into that stuff.
Right.
I don't know what it means, but apparently it has some type of messaging.
Right.
What that messaging is as it relates to Marte, I have no idea. But the bottom line is I know this. Diamondbacks cannot trade him without his approval.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I don't know why he's getting so up in arms, but look, the guy's been brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, brutal is really bland.
I mean, for his talent level, though.
I mean, look, there are 3 players that are going into this season that, I mean, I'm talking about 3 of the Diamondbacks' best players: Corbin Carroll, Ketel Marte, and Geraldo Perdomo. 3 players. I mean, these are guys that have been all-stars on the Diamondbacks.
Oh.
These are 3 players that have not met or exceeded, I'm safe in saying this, our expectations.
Right.
I was going to say limited to mine, but I think I can safely say our expectations. They have not met that. I mean, I'm grossly disappointed with Corbin Carroll. I mean, he just continues to nosedive. And what really chaps me about his play is his penchant for chasing pitches.
The high fastball specifically.
Yeah. And then Marte, I mean, there's a 3-ball and 1 strike pitch count against him. And the pitcher throws the next 2 pitches in the dirt, and he swings and misses, strike 3. Dude, take the damn walk.
Right.
I mean, he really frustrates me. I think Perdomo, of the 3, Perdomo is really trying. I think he's trying too hard because, I mean, when he bats left-handed, he wants to wear the gloves. Then when he bats right-handed, he takes the gloves off. I mean, he's searching for any and everything.
Yeah.
But at least I see something. But he will, like Gabby, he'll work a count. And so, I'm okay with that, but he's just not playing up to that all-star status that he did a year ago.
Right.
I mean, the guy finished, 3rd or 4th in the MVP
I was going
battle?
to say, I think 4th in the MVP voting.
And you wonder why the Diamondbacks are scuffling so offensively. I mean, their best players are not having the offensive season we all thought or expected they would have.
Right.
Well, I mean, going 2, what was it? 2, let me look it up real quick. 2 for 14 yesterday in runners in scoring position.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's just they have chances. Every game they have chances. Every other team they play is like 2 for 6 or
Yeah.
4 for 9. And you're getting multiple guys are getting in scoring position and you're not able to move them around. And you're doing it in astronomically higher numbers than your opponents are. And you're not able to get them home. It's just absolutely killing you in those moments. Guys are hitting. Everybody's above 200 except for Barossa, who came in yesterday for
he's
Walt
always a
Schmidt.
defensive replacement.
But
anyway.
exactly. And even with Walt Schmidt making that catch against the wall, it's like, obviously he can play defense, coach. You can leave him out there. But I digress. But the Diamondbacks aren't able to score, but they're getting more guys into that position. It's continuing to happen. I mean, I get it. It's the player's fault. I get it. Carroll's going after high pitches. Walt Schmidt, loves those high pitches as well. That's why he was sent down originally. He's trying to learn that as a young kid. But at some point, we're coming up on August 1st.
Yeah.
I mean, you can blame the players all you want. Where's the coaching at to help these guys with it? It might be happening and they're not listening, but then if that's happening, doesn't that say something?
Well, here's the frustrating part to me is because they were on a stretch of 10 of 12.
Yes.
Right.
And then, of course, we all remember when they had that stretch against the Giants and Rockies when they were just like, maybe 11 of 13 or whatever. But, I mean, it's almost like for every step forward, there's a step back. If they take 3 steps forward, it's 3 steps back.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the lack of consistency is just overwhelming. And the biggest culprit is clearly the hitting. I mean, their pitching has exceeded expectations, if you will. I mean, particularly the bullpen.
Right.
I mean, their starters obviously have suffered some injuries there. I mean, the big has been Soroka. I don't think anybody's going to shed any tears over Gallen being out because he.
Right.
I mean, but look, their starting rotation with Ryan Nelson and Michael Soroka being out has really affected their play because they've had to rely on a couple of rookies. And
then
Cabrera,
the bullpen's getting more action now because of those young guys. You had to do more bullpen people, so they're starting to struggle a little bit. Not yesterday's game, the game before Sunday against the Nationals.
Yeah, when Garcia,
that bullpen was just trash.
Yeah, Brandon Garcia has just been. I mean, he's been next to invincible, and yet he gave up 3 runs Sunday. 2 of them earned, and it's like.
But I mean, anytime you're starting pitcher, now you wanted to see him go 6 innings this time of year. Don't get me wrong, but Merrill Kelly had the 1 unearned run, right? But 5 2/3 and no earned runs generally, but he did give it the 1 and stuff like that.
But if he didn't make the errant pickoff throw, then he goes 6 innings complete.
And that's the thing. It's like it's that close of a level. And then you're on the stretch where you get no days off for till next Thursday, I think. It's a long stretch here. They're on the road on top of it.
Off this Thursday.
Is it this Thursday?
I think they have one Thursday.
And so you've had this long stretch of on the road, home, and then on the road, adding that extra day in St. Louis. And your bullpen is just, you could tell the exhaustion's hitting them right now as well. And I think it stems from throwing. And what happened to Cabrera? Why all of a sudden is he not getting a chance?
Well, what I heard is when they sent him down, they couldn't make a move with him for another.
It's a time frame or something?
15 days or 15 games.
Yeah.
I'm not. It was 15 in there, but I don't know if it was 15 days.
But don't
or
you plan
15
for that ahead of time?
Well, I think you would think you would.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
These 2 young kids pitched well. I'm not saying they don't deserve their spot. But to me, Cabrera's the guy that should be up here starting.
Well,
pitching.
Cabrera has pitched better than
getting at.
either one of them.
Yeah,
And,
but they didn't pitch bad.
Particularly, no. I thought Cole Drake. I didn't mind seeing him pitch again, but Brett has not.
That's a weird pitching style.
Yeah,
I don't know if I can get used to that.
Yeah, but look, you're absolutely right. I mean that's a front office error. I mean, if you send him down, and I know they sent him down just before the All-Star break.
Well, they also were saying Soroka would be back right after the All-Star break, and then we come back from the All-Star break, and they're like, he's going to start pitching in, warming up to come back and doing all those types of stuff. And it's like, so that's what I get to here, though, and what I struggle with. Where's the coaching? And if the coaching is happening and the players aren't listening, that's another coaching issue you have. So no matter which way you look at it, for me, it kind of swirls around the coaching staff. And then on top of it, just these continued decisions on the front office, with these decision-making stuff, it's just like, what is happening? Because now the bullpen's being stressed as we go through it. And let's take our break here. Come on back. We'll keep talking about it out there as well. I want to point out something else on those wild card standings that is standing out to me like a sore thumb. Besides the fact that Diamondbacks can't beat teams that are equal to them or better, I want to point something else out. And this is, to me, a problem. You guys are going to laugh at me because you guys always do. Come on back. Second hour main event coming up next.
Can I laugh now?
Eh,